Welcome to ScholarOne Manuscripts Building Cognos Reports. In this course, we will explore the top reports most often built by journal offices. This course was built in conjunction with the ISMTE and in response to a survey of ISMTE members regarding their most common reporting needs. We will be building 5 reports using the Build Your Own Reports function of Cognos. Each of these reports uses the Peer Review Details Reports package. This is an advanced course with the expectation that you are familiar with the basic navigation and report building features of Cognos. For basic Cognos training, please refer to the Cognos Reporting Guide or register for a Cognos training session. Our first report is Original Submissions by Year. This report will show the number of original submissions for each year. We will be creating a pivot table and chart for this report. Using the Peer Review Details package, locate and expand the Submissions section. From here, we will be selecting data elements. Scroll down and locate Submission Year. Double-click Submission Year and you will see it appear on the right side of the screen. Scroll down past Submission Year and locate Number of Manuscripts. This data element does all your counting for you. Double-click Number of Manuscripts and it will appear on the right. We now have all the data we need from this section, so we can collapse the Submissions section. Now we will scroll down until we locate the Filters and Calculated Fields folder. Expand this section so we can start to add our predefined filters. A predefined filter is going to allow us to narrow down our results for our report. Expand the Filter on Manuscript Status folder. The filters in this section allow us to determine which types of submissions we want in our report. Scroll down and locate Include Only Original Submissions. Double-click Include Only Original Submissions. You will see the filter appear above your 2 columns on the right. We are also going to add filters to exclude certain types of submissions from our report. Double-click Exclude Withdrawn Papers. Double-click Exclude Drafts. In the Combine Filters section at the bottom of the screen, click OK. This will combine all your filters into one statement that will appear above your columns of data. Collapse the Filter on Manuscript Status folder. Now expand the Filter on Submission Date folder. These folders allow you to select the type of date range you will run the report on. Double-click Filter on Submission Year Range. This is going to allow us to specify which years we want to include in our report. Select OK again in the Combine Filters section to add our new filter. Collapse the Filter on Submission Date folder. Then collapse the Filters and Calculated Fields folder. Collapsing each section after we have the data elements we need keeps the data tree clean and makes it easier to navigate. Now select Run Report from the menu on the left. Select Run with all data. You will now be prompted to enter a year range. Once you have entered your year range, click OK to see your results. Select Change Layout from the menu on the left. Select the Submission Year column heading. It will now be highlighted in a different color. Next, locate and select the Pivot option on the left. This is going to change the look of your report. Now, select the Chart option from the menu. Your chart options will appear below. We are going to use the default of Column Standard. Select OK to add your chart. We can now add a title to your report by double-clicking the word title that appears above your report results. Once you have typed in your title, select OK. Select Manage File from the menu on the left. Select Save As. Type in the name of your report. You do not need to add a description or screen tip. Your report will be saved in a location called My Folders. Select OK to save the report. Using the report we just created, we are going to make a few changes and create another report by adding manuscript type. This report will then show information broke out by year and then by manuscript type. Go back to Insert Data and expand the Submissions section. Locate manuscript type and double-click. You will notice the chart in your report has updated to include manuscript type. Double-click the title to change the name. Click OK at the bottom of the screen to update the title. Select Manage File from the menu on the left. Select Save As. Add your new title. Click OK at the bottom of the screen. You have now created and saved 2 reports into your My Folders. Our next report is Accept Reject by Year with Chart. This chart shows the number of accepted and rejected papers by year. Starting with the Peer Review Details package, expand the Submissions section. Scroll down and locate Submission Year. Double-click Submission Year. Scroll down and locate Number of Manuscripts. Double-click Number of Manuscripts. Collapse the Submission section. Now expand the Peer Review Information section. Scroll down and locate Accept or Reject Final Decision. Double-click Accept or Reject Final Decision. Collapse the Peer Review Information section. To get your columns of data in the proper order, right-click on the Accept or Reject Final Decision column heading. This will open a subset of tools we can use on this column. Select the Cut option. You will notice this grays out the column. Right-click on the Number of Manuscripts header. From the subset of tools, choose Paste. This will move the Accept or Reject Final Decision in front of the number of manuscripts. Expand the Filters and Calculated Fields folder. Expand the Filter on Manuscript Status folder. Double-click the filter Include only manuscripts with final decisions. Double-click Exclude withdrawn papers. Double-click Exclude drafts. Click OK at the bottom of the screen to combine the filters. Collapse the Filter on Manuscript Status folder. Expand the Filter on Submission Date folder. Double-click Filter on Submission Year Range. Click OK at the bottom of the screen to add your new filter. Collapse the Filter on Submission Date folder. And collapse the Filters and Calculated Fields folder. Select Change Layout from the menu on the left. Select the Submission Year column so that the header is highlighted. Select Group from your options on the left. Grouping will keep you from having the year repeated on each row. Select your next column Accept or Reject Final Decision so that this header is highlighted. Select Group again from the menu on the left. Right-click Number of Manuscripts and select Calculate from your subset of tools. To create a calculation, you will first need to choose the operation type. From the drop-down, select Percentage. Using the Operations section, we will indicate the type of percentage to use. From the drop-down, select Percentage of Total. In the Options section, you are going to select the second radio button and group our percentage based on submission year. Under New Item Name, select the second radio button to enter your new column name. Enter the new name, Percentage by Year. Click Insert at the bottom of the screen to insert your new column. Select Run Once with All Data in the lower right to see how your report looks. Enter your year range. Click OK to see your results. You only need to see the Percentage by Year column and can remove the Number of Manuscripts column. Right-click the Number of Manuscripts column. Select Delete from your subset of tools. Select the Accept or Reject Final Decision column so that the header is highlighted. Select Pivot to change your layout from the options on the left. Select Chart to add the chart. Use the chart type of Column Standard and click OK. Select Run Once with All Data to see your results. Your year range will have been saved, so you can either select a new range or just click OK. You can double-click the title above the results to add the name of your report. You can also select Manage File from the menu on the left and save this report into your My Folders section of Cognos. The next report is Accept Reject by Manuscript Type and Year. This report will show the number of papers accepted and rejected broken out by manuscript type for each year. Starting with the Peer Review Details package, expand the Submission section. Double-click Manuscript Type. Double-click Submission Year. Double-click Number of Manuscripts. Collapse the Submission section. Locate and expand the Peer Review Information section. Double-click Accept or Reject Final Decision. Collapse the Peer Review Information section. Now expand the Filters and Calculated Fields folder. Expand the Filter on Manuscript Status folder. Double-click Exclude withdrawn papers. Double-click Exclude drafts. Combine the filters by clicking OK at the bottom of the screen. Collapse the filter on Manuscript Status folder. Expand the filter on Submission Date folder. Double-click Filter on Submission Year Range. Remember to click OK at the bottom of the screen to add this filter. Collapse the filter on Submission Date Range folder. Collapse the Filter and Calculated Fields folder. From the menu on the left, select Change Layout. You are going to group your data in a specific order so that the report will look cleaner. Select Submission Year so the column is highlighted. Select Group from the left side of the screen. Select the Manuscript Type column, and select Group again from the left. Lastly, select the Accept or Reject Final Decision column, and select Group. Now you will need to create a calculation. Right-click on Number of Manuscripts. Select Calculate from the list. To create the calculation, you will need to set the operation type to percentage. The operation, you will need to select Percentage of Total. Under Options, you will need to set the Based on Group Summaries to Manuscript Type. It is important to check the Expressions section before adding the new item name. Add the new item name as percentage of total. Select Insert to add your calculation and new column. Select Run Once with all data. Enter the year range of your choice and click OK. If you are seeing a blank section under the Accept Reject Final Decision column, you will need to remove the blank section. Right-click on the column. Select Filter from the options. Select the Missing Values section from the filter options. Select Leave Out Missing Values from the drop-down. This will remove the blank sections. Select OK to add the filter. Select OK to combine the filter with your other filters. Run the report again to see your results. Enter the year range when prompted and click OK. Your report will now be clearer, and you can save the report into your My Folder section of Cognos. In the next report, you will learn how to create a custom group for regions. The region examples used in this simulation are from the United Nations regional groups of member states. Starting with the Peer Review Details package, expand the Submissions section. Double-click Submission Year. Double-click Number of Manuscripts. Collapse the Submissions section. Expand the Authors section. Double-click Author Country. Right-click Author Type so you can create a custom filter. Select Filter for Report from the options. Under Condition, select Yes. Select OK to add your filter. Collapse the Authors section. Expand the Peer Review Information section. Right-click on Decision to create a filter. Select Filter for Report. Under Condition, select the Accept decision. Select OK. Select OK again to combine your filters. Collapse the Peer Review Information section. Expand the Filters and Calculated Fields folder. Expand the Filter on Manuscript Status folder. Double-click Exclude Withdrawn Papers. Double-click Exclude Drafts. Select OK to combine your filters. Collapse the Filter on Manuscript Status folder. Expand the Filter on Submission Date folder. Double-click Filter on Submission Year. Select OK to combine the filters. Collapse the Filters and Calculated Fields folder. From the menu on the left, select Change Layout. Select Submission Year so that the column is highlighted. Select Group. Select Author Country so that the column is highlighted. Select Group. Select Run Once with all data to see your results. Enter the year range of your choice and select OK. From the menu on the left, select Edit Data. Select Author Country so the column is highlighted. Select Define Custom Groups. This is how we are going to create the regions. At the bottom of the screen, you will see the options for creating custom groups. Enter the name of the first region you want to create. In this example, start with the United States of America. Select the green arrow to move the new group name into the Custom Groups section. Select the United States of America so it is highlighted in blue. This will allow you to add values to this group from the Available Values section on the right. Locate the United States in the Available Values section and click to highlight. Using the yellow arrow that is pointing to the left, click and add the United States to the Custom Group Values. Add your next custom group by typing in the new group name field. For this example, we will add the African group. Select the green arrow and add the new group into your custom groups. From the Available Values on the right, select the countries that go into the African group. Using the yellow arrow that is pointing to the left, add these countries into the African group. Continue to add each new group name and add the available values to each new group. You should have no available values left once you are ready to create the new item name. Select the text box and type in the word Regions. Click OK to create your new Regions column. Select Run Once with all data to see your results. Enter the submission year range of your choice and click OK. If you are happy with your results, you can save the report into your My folders at this point. I am going to show you how to take this report one step further. Select Change Layout from the menu on the left. Select Submission Year so that the column heading is highlighted. Select Pivot. This is going to change the look of the report. Now select the Chart option. To create the chart, you will want to leave the chart type as Column Standard and then click OK to add the chart. Run again with a year range of your choice to see the results. You will now have a chart broke out by regions, and the table below will still list the countries as well. In this training, you have learned how to create these 5 reports using the Peer Review Details Reports package. For further details on using Cognos, please review the Cognos Reporting Guide or register for a Cognos training session. Select the buttons below to access the guide or training registration. Click Continue to complete this course. Thank you for attending this course, a joint project of Clarivate Analytics and the ISMTE.